that's blurry. But this is kind of what the photo will look like. Let's say that this gentleman has come to get a picture. So this is what the picture will look like. The photographer standing here, and he and I are standing here like this. And then the photographer says, smile, 1, 2, 3. And I go. So that's what's going to happen. Has anyone got a photo session lined up for today?
Yep.
You and me, man. That's what's going to happen. We're going to hug it out. You know it. So I want to take as much time today to just have questions. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I'm totally an open book. Not a death note, but an open book. And I also have some fun videos to show you.
He's probably outside there.
Sorry, we're just discussing technical things. Yes, excuse us 1 second. Sorry. All right, who's got a question? Hello, you look lovely.
Thank you. You may not remember me. I was here 2 years ago and you actually sang happy birthday to me.
Does that mean that it's around the same time right now?
Yeah, it's next Friday.
Well, happy birthday, sweetheart.
It's my 21st.
20. Oh, uh-oh. Is your mother prepared for what's about to happen? You're going to be a good girl, aren't you? You're going to be a good girl?
Well, I had a birthday dinner last night and she sang happy birthday to me, and while she was doing that, she actually cried.
Aww. No. I love your mom.
I love her too.
What's your question, Mignogna?
Alright, 2 questions. Firstly, do you miss being a teacher? And secondly, do you have any advice for any of us who'd like to be in the same career as you?
Awesome. The second question is a really great question, because I know a couple of people in the autographs this morning asked me about that. And I said, ask me when we are at the Q&A, because I know there are a lot of people that would want to know the answer to that. But the first question, I just love that you even asked me that.
I did a biography of you a couple of years, last year for class, so.
For class, did you get a good grade?
I did, yes.
Oh, thank God.
I told people wonderful things of you.
I could just see it. I see your teacher going, this was very informative, but who the hell is Mignogna?
Actually, they have a picture of you, me, and my best friend who's sitting next to me.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I'm honored. Well, what she's referring to is, when I first finished college 45 years ago, I didn't have any specific plans right after college, and I had been acting in a play, and this gentleman came to a play one night that I was in, and after the show was over, he came up to me and he said, Vic, my name is such and such, and I am the administrator of a private school in Jacksonville, Florida, and we've been looking for somebody to come and teach acting and speech at our high school. Would you be interested in coming to do that? And I thought, wow, I never really thought about that. And it wouldn't be really a career move because I wasn't planning on teaching, but I didn't have anything lined up. So I thought, why not? So for a year, right after college, not only did I teach acting and speech, but I also, at the last minute, they needed an 11th grade English teacher. So for a year, I taught junior English and both grammar and literature. And then did speech and acting courses as well, and I even helped coach the football team. And it was awesome fun. You know what? I loved being a teacher. And you said, do I miss being a teacher? I think that when you get to be my age, you have plenty of opportunities to be a teacher, if you know what I mean. You may not be in front of a classroom, but then maybe you are. You know what I mean? You get a lot of opportunities to share things that you've learned. Maybe dumb things that you did and you learned from something stupid you did, or you learned from a mistake, or you learned from a heartbreak or something painful. And if I have the opportunity to share that with people and maybe give them a bit of positive encouragement at a very important time in their lives, then that could kind of be considered to be a teacher as well. So in some ways, I think I still get the opportunity to teach, and I really enjoyed it a lot. When's the wedding? As soon as I propose to you. Where's your mom? Now, the wedding is soon. How many of you met my beautiful fiancée, Michelle, 2 years ago? Yeah, she's kind of hot, right? Yeah, she says hello, by the way. She sends her love. She called me just like 5 minutes ago, and she's like, okay, I'm going to bed, I'm going to sleep. I'm like, wow, this is so weird. I will be talking to her when she wakes up. And I just talked to her before she went to sleep, and she'll be waking up before I even go to bed tonight. So she sends her love to you guys. Second question, those of you that are interested in voice acting, there are only two things, really, that you need to pay attention to in voice acting. Number one, acting. I know that may sound kind of elementary and kind of obvious, but the truth is that a lot of people think that just because they may be able to imitate a cartoon character, or because they can sound like some other funny voice or imitate a funny voice, that they should be a voice actor. But it's really not about making funny voices, you guys. It's about playing a role. It's really more about acting than it is about voice. So if you're interested in voice acting, get as much experience as you can acting. That's the most important thing. Get in school productions. Get in church programs. Get in community theater. Look for any opportunity to develop your skills as an actor. Because all of the voice actors I know are actors first and voice actors second. They've been trained, they've gone to school, they've studied, they've developed their skills in acting long before they did any voice acting. The second thing is you kind of need to be where the work is, you know? You have to be where that kind of work is done. That only happens in a handful of places. Los Angeles, Texas, Vancouver, a little bit in New York City, and that's pretty much about it. So you kind of have to be where that kind of work is done. I know that may be kind of the downer part of the answer, but it is the truth. I told people last week in Sydney, if I wanted to be a country western singer, I would move to Nashville, right? You would go where that kind of work is done. So voice acting is the same. If you wanted to be on Broadway, wanted to be a musical theater star, you'd probably go to New York and, you know, try to get into musical theater there. Television, movies, voice acting, that kind of work is predominantly done in just a couple of places. So those are the two things, if you are really interested. Do I know any Australian voice actors? None. I don't. But you know what? I love the Australian accent, I gotta tell you. I love it. It's really awesome. No, I don't say g'day. I made the mistake of saying that once, like last week. I was thinking I was gonna like blend in. So I went into like a store and I walked up to the counter and like put the thing on the counter that I was buying. I'm like, g'day, mate. And the guy looks at me like, what the hell are you? Where are you from, mate? Yeah, so I've learned, yes, don't say g'day. Got it. Good on you. All right.
There's a question over here, but we also have your video and it is working.
Thank you. Awesome. Yes, my dear.
Hi.
Hawkeye.
I noticed that you did a voice acting for Hitalia as Grease, and I was
Yes.
wondering what it was like doing that.
It was perverted. Grease is a pervert. And if you've seen Hitalia, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, Grease was a little perv. Well, he wasn't really a little perv. He was just weird. And all of his little, you know, talking about the Olympic Games with the men running around naked. And then how he loves cats and the things that he thinks cats are cool because they can do. I'm not going to say it because this is a family show, but I enjoyed Grease a lot. I wish he had more to say. He didn't have much to do, and I did audition for a couple of characters in Grease that I really, in Hitalia that I really wanted to play, and I came really close, but ended up playing Grease, and I like Grease. I've learned to be happy with the roles